Good day. Welcome back to the Vitality Project. I'm Dr. Bob. Yesterday, we introduced a new series focused on managing stress during quarantine. That's the term that I'm giving to this experience that we're all having right now, which is completely unprecedented. I think it requires a brand new word, and the new word is quarantine. We started yesterday by emphasizing one practical thing that we can all do when it comes to managing stress, and that is to get stress out where we can see it, either by writing it down or by sharing it with a friend. The way that I understand that is that stress dominates the part of our brain that thinks clearly. This is the forebrain. In fact, stress centers in the midbrain, right between our ears. And when it's extreme, it can actually shut down our reasoning capacities up here in the front part of our brain. So when we put stress into words by writing it down or by speaking it out loud, what we're doing is we're restoring even a little bit our capacity to think rationally, our ability to solve problems. By using the verbal part of our brains, we can actually begin to kind of regain what we lose otherwise in active stress. Otherwise, our brain goes, the front part of our brain goes offline in a very activated stress reaction, and we're really hamstrung. I'd like you to think of it this way, is that stress left to its own devices can actually ramp up from the initial stress that we perceive, some kind of threat, to increasing anxiety, to full-blown panic. And sometimes it can do that in no more than a few what seem like nanoseconds. And so our biggest antidote to that is to apply what I think of are the brakes in our forebrain to the accelerator in our midbrain. So let me give you a homework assignment for the next 24 hours. I'd like you to give yourself a stress-busting gift, and here's what it is. Take what we talked about yesterday, and I want you to do that again. I want you to write down anything that's got you freaked out right now. I want to take what you've written down to someone you trust, and you can reach out to them by phone, online, if not in person, and share the specifics of what you're anxious about. Now, here's the part we want to add to today. That is, having done both of these steps, write it out, speak it out, I want you to compare where you were initially with where you ended up. That is, where you started off before you did anything. How anxious were you when you finished by writing it down and speaking it to a friend? How were you doing then in terms of your stress level? I'd like you to see if there's any lowering of your stress level. That's our goal, right? I'll come back tomorrow, and there'll be more practical tips here as we learn how to manage stress during quarantine. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow at the Vitality Project.